So hello, I have something unusual for you today. I'm going to be interviewed by my staunchest critic, somebody who will take me to task, ask me the challenging questions, not let me off the hook, and hopefully it will be revealing. So, without further ado, Gavin Boyter. So yes, a great pleasure to be talking with you today. I am a sometimes admirer of your work, not 100%, but I have a few questions. I will go to my master sheet so that I don't make a fool of myself. So what I wanted to start with is, you call yourself a writer. Yeah. Well, why the hesitation? Well, it's not really hesitation, it's just that I used to have a problem calling myself a writer because I wasn't earning money from it. But then I realized that really you're a writer. Well, there's two things. I used to think you're a writer if you write, but I think actually you're a writer if you communicate, if you actually share your work with other people. Otherwise, you're a typist, as someone famously said. Do you think you can call yourself a writer in the sense that, I don't know, J.K. Rowling would call herself a writer? I mean, you're not really in the same league, let's be honest. Yeah, it's a matter of degree. Obviously, if you sell millions of books and become a cultural phenomenon, then, you are a highly successful best-selling author. Whereas I'm starting out, I'm writing short stories, and, I've had some publications, some books published, maybe a few thousand readers at the moment, but it's a start. You do sound a bit defensive. I'm guessing that comes from the self-doubt that all writers have. Anyway, I suppose my next question would be, it's a general point really, but I'm sure you can understand. Where do you think that kind of self-doubt comes from? I think you need self-doubt, because if you don't have self-doubt, then all you have is self-indulgence, and nobody wants to be self-indulgent. But anyway, you know the answers to these things. I mean, you're me, after all. Mm. Well, I think all writers have self-doubt. It comes with the territory. I mean, you're shouting into the void in a sense. Very rarely do you get to actually meet your readers. Sometimes if you do a reading at a literary event and people clap, then maybe you think, okay, I'm quite good. Or maybe so you get the odd email. I do get the occasional message from someone who's read one of my books and likes them. That's encouraging. Well, you know why? I mean, I'm your conscience. I'm the part of you that has self-doubt. I'm the part of you that feels you might have made a miscalculation. What do you mean a miscalculation? Well, by focusing so intently on writing, on producing these works, which haven't, to be honest, set the world alight. Couldn't you have had sort of a normal career and then you could have pursued your writing? Well, yes, on the side? It's hindsight. Yeah, with hindsight, obviously I could have pursued some other sort of career. Could have been an architect if I'd been good at drawing. I'll reframe. Couldn't you have had a sensible career and then sort of pursued the writing on the side? But I didn't want to do those things. I only wanted to write and tell stories, and I was just obsessed with doing that. And I did screenplays, and I made a film. Didn't set the world alight, but everything was about storytelling and communication, and that's just what I felt obsessed about doing, and I can't help it. And yeah, if it pays, it pays, and if it doesn't, I'll have been true to myself. Well, so what's the harm in that? Okay, finally, just a general question. What do you think you have learned from pursuing this obscure little furrow that you've been digging away for years? I just learned that you've got to be authentic, really, there's no point in trying to second guess an audience or write what you think will work, what will be successful, chasing trends, all that sort of stuff. The only thing you can do is write what's in you, what you feel needs to be told, the stories that you need to communicate, the subjects that you think aren't really well covered. If you've got a unique take on a well-trodden tale, that's also worthwhile. I just think you have to be honest and true to yourself and what you're interested in. Anyway, thanks for putting me on the spot. Hey, I'm your conscience. That's what I'm here for. Oh yeah, and thanks to you for not getting too defensive. Water off a writer's back. Fair enough. Okay, so We hope this has been enlightening and that you've learned something about the joys of being a writer and how to combat your self-doubt. So it's goodbye from me. See you again next time with a story. I'm sure he'll come up with yet another
I will
weird
be
little
back
piece.
with another story
Okay.
very soon.
Bye.
So bye.